Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running inside. It's Hill. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Wants to throw. It's Mack. Looking down the middle. Hits the open man. Flying out to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to quiet this crowd. Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Got room on the return. offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground. Get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. He might want another play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Austin Mack fires to the tight end. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll run it. It's Hill fighting off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mack. He's got it down the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown time!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, They got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Here comes the two-point try. Throwing, Mack. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Shows him the stiff. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And what a nice play. It's a great option. They run it to perfection. The quarterback keeps the football, running down the field, going to make a play. And the defense continues to hustle, continues to fight, forces the fumble. Never give up on a play. That's why you never give up on a play right there.
Austin Mack throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job of making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Russell. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Alabama! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Quarterback keeper. into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Snags it, and he's open. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to change this route. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Sweep. Western. Go.
Manning to the air again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. Arch Madness. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Booster.
4th down, Manning. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Russell. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. At the 30. The 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Texas.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And they'll try to tack on 2. Tight end now in motion. Manning. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score now 30, Texas 6.
They are way down, and they'll try to cut into it by getting this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here comes the two-point try. Hill. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 31, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Rams him with the stiff arm. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. the tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. They go play action with Manning. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for two? Here's Arch to throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the two. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Rush is on him. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
So now it's second and long. Throwing Russell. He's looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, sometimes you can live with mistakes, but you can't live with the critical mistakes. Like, turning the football over is one thing, but this is 2 now that he's thrown to the other team that's gone all the way back to the house. He's got to get this thing dialed in. You can't make these critical mistakes.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That keeps the score Alabama 38, Texas 20.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keelan Russell. Lets it fly. He's got it on the right. Lots of room to run. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Russell using his legs to buy some time. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It Smothers. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing Russell. Finds his big tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a catch. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Here's Manning to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll move the wide receiver. Hart's going to spin it again. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. To throw, it's Manning. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Manning on play action. Here's a heat. Buying some time. Smashes through the tackle. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. To throw, Manning. Moving out to the right. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Still on his feet.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they wanted to have, they were ready to rock and roll to start the second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Here's a little room there. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Russell on play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped.
Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Arch is going to throw for it. Going for it all. He's got it at the 20. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for 6. Complete to the left. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Texas!
Texas.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Trying to pound it in. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Keelan Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown time. And the beatdown has ensued.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Number 31, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing Manning. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He gets in there for the 2. It's a 2-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. on the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead. They've got it late.
Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The option look. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Down 2 scores in the 4th. The defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has... Oh, he wants it all. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The give as they work on that clock. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. 3rd down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open, what does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. And he'll go out of bounds in this area.
It's in the game.
it's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside, it's Smothers. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Could be an alley. Got some room into the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
The short hands. It's Wingo. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
The Longhorns are flying down the field.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the
ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Inside, it's Williams. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Oh, look out on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Makes the grab on the left. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15.
Number 7 is tackled down at the 13, and the Texas offense is over. First and
10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Running into the open space. They're showing that toughness, using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Arch Madness. With the catch, it's Brown. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Wants to pass. It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes a grab and room to run. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
To throw, Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it. They finally get... The one play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Goes to the option. He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Arch is going to throw for it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Man, do you love wide receivers that are willing to go over the middle to do the dirty work. You're going to get hit anyways. That's what coaches say all the time. You're going to take the lick. You might as well catch the football. Nice job maintaining the football through contact.
That's caught. It's Simmons. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
That's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
99 upper. 99 up.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the two-point conversion attempt fails.
That keeps the score. Texas Tech 30. Texas 20. Number 48, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Busts through behind his pad. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so...
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here's Manning to throw. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Might be calling a hot route. Third down from the gun, Manning. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The throw. Working that left side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Ready. Go.
Going to the run, it's Simon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Here's Arch to throw. Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He's He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Texas Tech, 30. Texas, 26. Number 44, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. That's caught. It's Sticky. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Red Raiders right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
It's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little.
Got a little grass. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are and just, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. And the Longhorns head it quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Manning. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running inside, it's Dickey. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He unleashes a long one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Dances away to buy time. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. The run inside. It's Simon. Got enough for the first. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Throwing Manning. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He breaks a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to pass, it's Hammond. Throws to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. In the red area, it's Brown. He will be stopped short, and we are still tied here in the 4th. I can't imagine why they didn't just kick it and take the lead.
Number 44, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Wilson!
To throw, it's Hammond. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here comes the two-point try. Brown again.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Number 44, Celtic kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Hammond. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the outside. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Escapes the pressure going right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's the offense.
It's in the game.
Go Rams, hotty toddy. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Paul. Sideline reporter Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's more to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moore to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got.
Looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move. It's smothered. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down. Playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad... position, but the defense responds on 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. It's complete to the right. It's a fumble. And this bounces out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover. And the Longhorns with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. Might be changing the route. March Madness. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Going to the running game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dante Moore. Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
22.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Hey, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
Moore. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Delivers the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Unloads it downfield. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back. He's got it way down the field. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing more. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon!
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Manning. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side.
Going long. Throwing up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Quarterback making checks. Here's Manning to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. He wants to go deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's Moore to throw. Buying some time. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback may change this route.
Level, level. Slide. Here we go. Square. Where did he go?
Arch is going to throw for it. That one comes out hot down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Tempo and overdrive. Back to throw, it's Manning. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To throw, Manning. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
It's complete. And he's still running after the move. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Dante Moore finds his man. And he'll...
It's in the game.
Go Rams, hotty toddy. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in. This is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack, now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6.
Bender. Break.
Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Arch Madness. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
And here's the return. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Manning on play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Arch is going to throw for it. Caught by Coleman. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Art's going to spin it again. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Again, it's Brown. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the 1st down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Manning. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The run inside. It's Lacy. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. Touchdown Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he tacked on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning throws to the wideout. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
That's a really nice looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he picks it off and takes it back before he finally steps out of bounds, and that is how we'll wrap up the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Defense looks as if it's coming.
Blue 85! Blue 85!
Looking for a gap. It's Lacy. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
These were my favorite types of defenses to play against. Ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to be racking up yards, moving up and down the field, scoring points. And that is beautiful, too.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Ready, ready. Black 14. Black 14. But hot.
Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The offense changing the play. Here's Manning to throw. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Brown. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Arts to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Go.
Bye.